So first you slide the box in, and then you take your screwdriver and just tighten it like you're tightening it. This pops up, and then you start tightening that screw, and this goes like that behind the sheetrock. And so there's one on both ends, diagonal. You see there's one there. I'm trying to hold this other box. See, there's one there, and there's one down there. And then this little flange here pushes right up tight to the wall, and then that sucks in, and that's how it gets installed. The wire fits back in there. But see, when I take this electrical outlet out, how many wires do I have under there? I don't know yet. If this is the end of the line, let's say, there's only going to be one Romex wire out of there, a black, a white, and a ground wire. But if that's daisy chained together in the wall, let's say that electrical outlet, I know it's not connected to that because I already checked the circuit. So this could be the end of the wall, end of the line. But if that wasn't the end of the line, if a wire goes from that plug over there over to there, and then you've got a black wire, a white wire, and a ground wire coming out, and if any power goes back out of that somewhere else, you'll have two wires in there. And then I'm going to add another wire, boom, wire meaning another black, white, and ground wire in there. And then I have to put that electrical outlet back in there. So, and sometimes I come across an electrical outlet that maybe has three sets of wires in there, and then I'm adding another one. So 4 wires, as I got the wire nuts in there, I got all the wire to push back in there. And sometimes I always think, man, if I had a deeper cut-in box, I could push all the wires back in there further. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I got this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up using that or not. I probably will. It's the very same size. See? It's just deeper. So if I got an area where I've got 4 sets of wires or something, this is deeper, so I can push all the wires back in there, fit my electrical outlet in there nice and easy, as opposed to this. If I only got 3 sets of wires, I could get by with the smaller one, right? Or I can just use this big one. So when I went to the store, that's what I got. I've got, let's move this out of the way. I've got a few things. Let's just get these things out here. Let's see what I got for this little project. Okay. So when I get ready to reinstall that over there, I'm going to have a cut-in box. So you're either going to use a standard cut-in box or the larger length cut-in box. Okay? And I don't know which one I'm going to use just yet. And I've got another cut-in box, one of the long ones, and that's going to fit underneath the couch wherever I decide to put it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to use a box. I'm going to use this cut-in box. And chances are I'm not going to leave the paddle pieces on there. I'm going to unscrew that. I'm going to unscrew that and take that off. And I'm just going to have a plastic box with the flanges so that when I cut the carpet out, there's carpet here with pad, and that's going to take up maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And so I wanted a deep one. Then I'm going to shove that right down into the subfloor. I'll cut a hole there, and then to install that, I'll probably pre-drill some little hole, a hole over here and over here. Put some sheetrock screws in there. Shove this down far enough. I can't put it all the way down to the subfloor because this is going to set on top of the carpet. But I'll push the carpet down just a hair so that this is snug. So then the subfloor is not going to start, but 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch below this edge, right? Below here. And so then I'll push this down tight to the carpet and screw it in. with some sheetrock screws, kind of at an angle, boom, boom, like that. And put that in there. The wire will be coming up through there. And that's what I'm going to end up using from underneath. And then I thought, what am I going to use on the floor? Now, if you saw my other video upstairs, I've got an electrical outlet that's brass plated, but it's exposed. And if you didn't see that video, let's just run up there real quick. It's getting dark, and I'm trying to get this done before the light fades away. And I could have done it tomorrow, because I'm going to start working on this tomorrow. Okay? But I wanted to get this video, I wanted to kind of put this video together so I didn't have to do it tomorrow. See there? That's what I had in here. Now this was here when we moved in. And they had a nice brass one here, and I'm glad they had that like that, because this one's exposed. It didn't fit underneath the sectional that we ended up putting. We could have slid the sectional over further, but we didn't. And so we've got an extension cord going through there and all that stuff. And so when I was at the store, I thought, okay, do I need something like that, a brass plated cover? And I looked at them at the store, and my word, it was like $34 before tax, almost $35. And I thought, you know what? When I install it, I'm gonna end up installing it like kind of under in here, you know, back in here a little bit. Wherever I do it, you're never gonna see that electrical outlet, are you? You're never gonna see it. And then if we ever move or change out the sectional, or somebody else, you know, years from now, if we sell this and somebody else puts a sectional or something, they're probably going to have it set up kind of like this so that they can watch TV here, and it'll still be covered. So I thought, do I really need a brass covered electrical outlet there? I thought, no, I don't. And so that's why I thought, you know, and the brass covered one was a duplex one, kind of like this. It had enough room for two places with a screw-in deal on one side. If you just wanted to use one, you could plug in here, and you've got a screw-in on the cover plate, a little brass knockout that fits over that. And I thought, why do all that? It's gonna be hidden, and so I'm gonna end up using this down on the floor with just a cover plate like that. Boom. This was a little cheapo one. This was less than $1. This was less than $1. I think this was 59 cents and this was 35 cents, less than $1. I'm going to put that right down tight on the floor. Okay? And it's going to be underneath the couch. So do I really care? I could have got a metal cover plate. This is a plastic one. But nobody's ever going to be walking on it or anything, so I'm not too concerned with it. And see, this is the old school electrical outlet duplex receptacles. You remember? They had two like that, and then quite a few years ago they upgraded to this style. See how it's rectangular. This will still work. This will still work. Boom, like that. Instead of that, I could have gotten one of those with that type of cover plate, but then that plug would have cost me about $3. The cover plate would have cost me close to $2. You know, maybe close to $5 for everything, as opposed to $1. Nobody's ever going to see it. I thought, should I match the existing condition and put that in? And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. I wanted to show you anyways, because you can decide for yourself how much you're going to spend on your project. You want to do it this way for $1, like that. You want to get one like this for about $5 total for the cover plate and that electrical outlet, or do you want to put in a brass plated one? That was $35, and that came with the that came with a box. It was a junction box, kind of like this, except it was metal. Okay, it was metal, and then you have the metal cover plate, and then you still had a cheapo electrical outlet like this, but it was brown. Okay, it was chocolate brown, and then the brass cover plate for $35. You know, you want to do it that way, or you want to do it this way. You choose. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more video.